If you're after a small BMW, then it's likely for one or two reasons. You want a car that's fun to drive, or you want an affordable model with a premium badge. The point is, this isn't your average hatchback. It belongs to an elite, rather highbrow group along with the Audi A3 and the Mercedes A-Class. So can it live up to expectation? Well, back in 2015, the 1 Series went through some minor design tweaks in true German car fashion. It also had its efficiency boosted by 12%. But before we start crunching all those figures, let's take a look at that all-important interior. So, does this feel like a luxury BMW? Well, yeah, it definitely does. I mean, even as standard, you get a host of tech like sat-nav, Bluetooth and DAB radio, and you even get aircon and cruise control thrown in as well. Now, we do have the slightly plusher M Sport model, which brings with it slightly meatier body kit, some M Sport badging, and you get this leather upholstery, which is wrapped around these lovely figure-hugging seats. But you do get a feel that the general build quality is very upmarket, regardless of trim. As this is a BMW, you also get this iDrive system, which is absolutely brilliant, especially when it comes to convenience when you're on the move. And speaking of convenience, practicality up front is good as well. You get these deceivingly useful door bins, you get 2 cup holders down here, and you even get a decent sized glove box. All style and no substance, I hear you say? Well, it's not that simple with the 1 Series, and great of course if you're after practicality, because the headroom back here is great, and you even get this armrest with 2 convenient cup holders. Now, the downside on practicality back here is the slight lack of leg room. Now, it might look like I've got plenty of room here, but this is set up for me, set it up for anyone closer to 6 foot, and you're not really going to leave much leg room for rear passengers. And these door bins, or door slits, well, they're pretty useless. Apart from the slightly high loading lip, the 1 Series' boot is pretty good. It's got 360 litres with the seats up and 1,200 litres with the seats down, which is par for the hatchback course really. The seats, however, do fold completely flat, and because these are 40, 20, 40 seats, if you wanted to, you could just fold all these up and just fold this middle bit down for added convenience. As well as having the M Sport trim, we've also got the X-Drive 4-wheel drive system, flappy paddles behind the steering wheel match to this 8-speed automatic gearbox. We've also got chunkier M Sport brakes, and we've got an adaptive M Sport suspension. So BMW spared no expense with this one. And under the bonnet, we've got the 2-litre 120D diesel producing 187 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Now, for those who are swatting up on spec sheets, that's 20 Newton meters more than the Golf GTD, and because this model's got 4-wheel drive, it can actually get from 0 to 62 in just 6.8 seconds. I mean, that's hot hatch territory. This gearbox works in perfect harmony with the diesel as well, just rifling through the gears for fun when you put it in sport mode, and efficiency is not too shabby either, emitting 114 grams per kilometre of CO2, and on average we've been getting about 55 miles per gallon. But if you do drive exclusively on the motorway, then its claimed average of 66 miles per gallon is very possible. But the 1 Series has got composure to match as well. I mean, this suspension just shapeshifts its way over bumps and into corners, which means you can have fun, but it's also incredibly comfortable. And this brings me on to its steering, and in true BMW form, it's incredibly responsive and sharp, which means, you know, it really engages you when you're going on a twisty road, and, well, it just spikes the senses. There's multiple driving modes to choose from as well, including Sport, which weights the steering up, and Comfort, which lightens it, but thankfully, none of these modes affect the car's adept feel. Gloating rights for BMW ownership comes in at £21,000. But if you really want to capitalise on the 1 Series' fun factor and luxury, then you want to go for one of the M Sport trims like this. But then you're looking closer to 30 grand. Yes, £30,000 is a lot for a hatchback, but for that price, you are getting a lot of car. And if spec right, the 1 Series can be a lot more than just a hatchback, with hot hatch-like performance and an upmarket saloon interior that'll make the driver feel like they're driving something worthy of that BMW badge. What do you think? Would you go for a small premium car? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models, visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews, click one of the links on screen now.